Hey, profit takers, it's Victoria here, and we're back again today with another video. And today I'm excited. We had a lot of great signals, guys. So I don't know if you caught some of these, right? But I'm going to show you how easy it is to use the Profit Takers Alert dashboard and how easy it is that you can make money. Now, is it going to be $1,000 a day, a week? Right, per trade? I don't know what that's going to be like for you, right? Because all of this is all dependent on what you have available to trade and the time, the capital that you have available and the time that you had available to trade, whether it's the London session or the New York session, right? But at the end of the day, you can make the money that you are investing in this profit taker dashboard easily. Your return is darn near instant, especially with these trades setups that I'm going to share with you. All right, are you guys ready? Let's get to the charts. All right. So if you are watching this on YouTube, guys, please like and subscribe. If you are getting value from this, guys, I put my heart and soul into these videos. Please subscribe, like, and comment. I don't know, say hi, Stormy. Stormy's always here with me. She's always listening as I'm chatting away. And sometimes you get to hear her when she's going crazy with whoever's making a delivery, right? So, so yeah, just say hello to Stormy in the chat. Anywho, so today, Thursday, the 28th, guys, we are looking, I'll always post three trade setups, the ones I feel like are the easiest ones, guys. Because, I'm not trying to, using the dashboard is super duper easy in itself, right? It really helps me to scan the markets quickly, right? Let me bring this over for those of you who do not have this yet, and I don't know what you're waiting for, right? So this is the dashboard, guys. There's an extensive video on how to use it. We have some new updates coming. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. It's going to be available for MT5 first, and then we're going to go into the trading view people, all right? And then we have the dashboard comes with a trade manager. I think this is one of the best things you could ever have. It's your trader's best friend. And this keeps you sane, guys. It keeps you sane and it keeps your capital intact. Okay. All right. So I am going to first talk about the trades that I posted today. We can look at those first. All right. So we had oil. Oil was showing a 2 high of day. Okay. So when I see the 2 high of day, right? Actually, is it already? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock Eastern, guys. So my bad. It wasn't showing 2 high of day. It was showing 1. Okay. Let me just correct myself. It was showing 1 high of day this morning because it was still technically, it's still Thursday. But right now, because it's 5 o'clock Eastern, it is technically Friday. Okay. So I'm just going to put new peak high. All right. We had 1 new peak high today when I got to the chart. So yesterday I was looking at oil because I'm like, okay, I've seen this pattern before where sometimes price will get all the way to the low and then it will then reverse and go long. And I was like, you know what? I don't know what it's going to do. So we'll see if it gets to the low and see what it does. Right. So what it did was it maintained the break of the previous day, right? It maintained it because initially we thought we were going long here and then it failed, right? As I'm looking at this, we do have some giant candles here that came through, and those also initiate and this is H1, by the way, they also initiate a trend change. Okay. All right. So I was saying, okay, this is day 3. Prices continue to drop. Higher time frame is still bullish, and we're shorting the retracement, right? So basically, you're just shorting the pullback that's occurring on the higher time frame. So let's take a look at that. All right. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe not anymore. Well, actually, you know what? We'll see. Because these two market alert, these orange boxes, those also are good with trend, with the trend, right? So these could, because this looks to me, when I see a reset, this to me is a reset. So it's pulling back, it's resetting to the low, and then to me, it's going to come, it perhaps may come all the way down here. I'm not sure, but that's exactly where our 3, where does that come from? That's where our 3 ADR is. So I'm going to definitely mark this area for a target. Okay. And if it does continue to push down, then hey, we have some space. We have some space here to work with. So that is what I am going to look for on this here oil. Okay. Okay, things got a little wild there. All right. So that's what I was thinking, guys. So I was like, okay, let's just roll with the punches. So what do I do, guys? How do I get into this market? Let me drop down to M15. And why do you see all these green things on my chart? Now, I always put these green boxes on here because that helps me to identify where I drew my fib, right? So because I had already missed the entry, okay, let me go to a higher time frame. There, we can see that a little better. This is just for reference point. So typically when I see this particular, when I see this, you know, when it comes to a one, because yesterday we were definitely looking for it to go long and it ended up continuing to break. I would have done this on yesterday where I would have drew the fib for the previous day high and low to try to know where I was getting in. And that's what that box was for. So once I'm trying to get situated here. There we go. Oh, geez. Let me do that again. There you go. Now you see where I drew the first fib box right there. That's what that was. And this was from H4, right? This bigger box right there. So today, because once I got to the chart, I was like, okay, we're breaking through. We're continuing to go shorter. I went ahead. I don't even have to do this. Like literally, this trade that happened today was a typical day 2 trend setup, right? So I didn't really have to come in here and figure out how am I going to get in this market. I didn't have to. Why? Because we had the day price and yesterday's low price that we're using for the entry. That was just how easy that was. And that's just it. There's nothing else to it, right? You just use that. So I had originally missed this first particular drop entry, right? I don't think was I available yet? What time was that? Excuse me. Yeah, I was not available yet. Okay, so that entry dropped, and I was thinking, okay, it already broke, right? I went ahead and wrote my little 1 day, actually this is previous day low break, okay? This is a low break because we are going short. I'm just gonna use a B, okay? So I marked that, okay, it broke through. Now the question was, are we gonna continue, right? Are we gonna continue short, right? And if it does, we love it to retrace, right? At this point, you could have come in here and gotten the low right there. And again, there is no requirement to use a Fibonacci tool for this because again, the yesterday's low and the day open price, the yellow line, are there, and that's where price retraced from. And the moment I saw that, I jumped in, and I got in a little late, but nonetheless I got in, and I hit TP as well, as you can see here. Okay, so this was a super duper easy trade. I used the let me see if I can just drop this on here. I just used this here, guys, to do it. And all I say is, you know, the system is going to automatically set it for 25 pip stop loss, and it's going to send it for a 50 pip target. Okay. So you can even adjust it to your liking. So we want this thing to enter us, you know, at this particular area, and it would have hit that, right? And then we would have had this is a little bit of a larger stop loss, but nonetheless, I would have preferred to have it, you know, at least at that high, right? If I was to get into, if I had set this, let me just say, if I had set my limit there, I would have been in this market, and then bada boom, bada bing. I would have used this particular area here, right? Let me just move this. As you can see, this low here, that would have been my particular area to take profits from, or I would have used this order block that I drew myself and took profits there. Okay. All right. So isn't that beautiful? This was like, this was the best darn trade right here. Okay. Okay. So that worked out beautifully. Now let's go look at GU. This was a 4 low of week, meaning it was 4 days from the peak. Okay. Now what you're seeing here now is a 1 high of week. All right. So let's see here. GU. Okay. Oh, that's oil. Sorry. Let's go to the next one. There we go. GU. So this is what GU looked like this morning. As you can see, it was 4 low of week. So that means 4 days from the peak. I like to say 5 days, day 5, because I count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So what I did, I drew my little fibs there. And then what else do you notice on here, guys? I had marked the days where it broke, right? So if price did not break the previous day high, I didn't count it. So we had a big gap right here. And so that pushed this trend over for 1 day. And then on the 27th, whatever day that was, what was that, Wednesday? We finally broke the high of the 22nd. I think that was last Friday. Okay. So today I'm thinking, okay, we're going to break it. By the time I got here, we had already broke it, right? We already broke the previous day high. As you can see, price is sitting right here at the blue tracer. And I drew my high right there. And I'm like, okay, we're going to plot this here. And this is how we're going to get into this here market. Okay. Now, again, I got in at the open price. As you can barely see it right here, guys. The yellow, the white line there is the open price. It's sitting right at one of these weekly high levels. So that's a major level. So that's what I use for the entry. And then I use my exit. Of course, you can see I plotted it with the, let's do a sell here. Okay, I plotted it here with the tool. Now I just hit the pending part of it right there, guys. And I do my TP. We got the sell right here. We make sure we get our stop up here so that it changed to sell. Because if you leave it down there, obviously it's going to think you're trying to buy instead of sell. And this was my target. So that's about 31 pips, right? Again, the system would have put you in at 50 pips. Okay. Freaking awesome. And you would have got it too. I just used this major low here because I was like, I'm going to use the major low to take the profit. And that's what happened. And that's what I did. Right. Another super easy trade, which was an actual reversal trade. Okay. And why was it a reversal? Because again, we had 3 breaks of the previous day high. And then at the day here today, we were ready to rock and roll because it did not continue to go up. It failed up there, and that counts. Okay, that's how we do it, right? Okay, what else, guys? So now, just a secret right now. I mean, we're looking for tomorrow, right? Now we're looking to get in. This is a trade setup right now. Okay, so tomorrow, I'm going to take the yesterday's high and low. Now, once the market gets settled, I can just do it right here. This was the high and this is the low for today. All right. I'm just going to move this on over here. And this is the area that I am going to use to target my entry. So will market come up here and get resistance? Okay. That's what we wanted to do. Right. Or is it going to break through? Because guess what? It can also, this short trade can fail. This can absolutely fail, and this thing can just break through here and continue on long, right? So we're going to wait for tomorrow to see if we're going to get, if that's going to happen, or if it's going to use this area and then continue on short, okay? That's how we roll. We got a plan, right? That's all we want is a plan. Just give me a plan, and we'll see what happens. If this happens, if this, then, and that, right? This, then, that. Okay. What was the other one? GC. Okay, GC. Let's go here. Let's go look at the pound cab, guys. All right. So this one was today, this is perfect. Perfect example. This was a new peak low. So this was technically a one peak formation low, right? So when I did my measurements, guys, I was like, okay, what was I measuring? Oh, shoot. I'm in the wrong area. The low and the high. Okay. That was yesterday's high, yesterday's low, 50% mark. So again, this is a perfect example of what I just, what happened today on the pound CAD that could happen tomorrow on GU, the pound dollar. So today I was thinking if this is a 2, if this is a 1, and it's a day 2 trend trade, we're expecting price to do this, right? But it did not. When I got to the market, it was already getting held up anyway at the previous week's high. So let's see, what did I write here? Yep, day 2 trend trade has not yet broken the high. Price is getting resistance at a major level, so this may fail to go long, waiting for New York to see which way we go, right? And beautiful trade. I probably didn't have to wait for New York, but you know, sometimes you know they'll be playing around, right? And then they'll take off somewhere else, right? So I just waited a little bit, and so that was it. You know, it ended up going short. So same thing, right? Now we're waiting, looking for a day 2 trade. Looking for a day 2 trend trade tomorrow. Or is it going to reverse? I don't know. Right? Don't know. Let's see what the higher time frame looks like. Higher time frame is also falling. Oops. I got a lot going on here, guys. Go ahead and Stormy's starting to get excited. All right. Okay, so we are falling. We are reset on the higher time frame on daily. Let's see here on the, sorry, my charts are all jacked up only because you know I'm doing a lot of stuff. So we're short. We're definitely short. So this reset is legit. So we're going to continue to follow this thing on down. Okay. So wasn't that great, guys? I mean, look how simple and easy that was to use this tool. You know, do all my setups work out? Absolutely not. Okay, let me just say that. I'm not a I definitely wish I was a genie and I could just spit out all these stuff that work out all the time. But we, guess what? We are prepared. Okay, we're always prepared. And if it doesn't work out, we know what to do. Okay. All right. So let me just show you some of the other trade setups that, man, here's another trade setup, GN. Did we look at that one? This was, tomorrow we're expecting a day 2. So I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. Let's see what's going to happen here. I don't know, but I'm expecting this thing. Let's just set, I'll set my limits tonight. Right. I'm going to go ahead and set those tonight and see what happens. Right. I'm not going to go too crazy on the limit orders, but I'm going to set something. Right. Because I like to be at my chart. But then again, sometimes it's like, do you really want to be at your chart? Okay. And there's about 25 pips. Entry about right here. Target 50 pips. This is good. Okay. That's if price, you know, goes all the way up there. Sometimes it'll fall, continue to fall. Now this is looking like a reset, so maybe that's what is going to happen. Who knows? But it definitely needs to break through this low, right? That's what we want it to do, right? But this is a setup for tomorrow. Okay, NJ. Today, NJ, let me get to that. Today was a day 2 trend trade for NJ. Look at that. Could have just put the entry there. Let's do 50 pips. 25 pip stop loss. But again, that's if you're an Asia trader, you could have gotten this way earlier. It's about 18, it's about 24 pips there. Entry right here, which is perfect. The open price, or if you have a close price indicator, I think either one of those work out fine because they're so close to one another. And that was your trade setup. Beautiful. Okay, we already talked about that. GC, and then GJ was another one that we had a setup for today. All right, today was the day 2 trend trade, and it played out. I'm going to put that up there. We're going to put our entry right here, right underneath the open. I'm using the area that I identified with the green box as my stop loss area, and then we're going for 50 pips. Okay, right there. You should always be able to get at least 50 pips, right? Anything else is just golden. Okay. Did we talk about GA? Let's go over there. GA. All right. So here's another example. This was a new peak low. New peak low. And I was expecting the trend trade, and it did happen, right? It totally happened right here for the early birds. It hit the 50% area and it was just on. Okay. So technically you would have probably got in around here. Excuse me, 25 pips. It's good enough, or maybe even closer, who knows. TP about 50 pips. There we go. That's close enough. You got that trade. And then guess what happened as the session progressed for the New Yorkers? We also were able to take this thing short. Okay. But I didn't take this trade. I wasn't looking at this at all to take it short. But nonetheless, there was an opportunity there to go short. Okay. But definitely based on what we saw when we woke up, day 2 trend trade was live. Okay. The short trade did show up, and that was awesome. You would have entered right underneath the open. And this one, about 40 pips, I would have taken it just like I'd marked it off right there at that same area, which is not bad for about 40 pips on the reversal. Ooh, let's bring that down, about 22 some odd pips there. Okay. Look at that. I mean, how simple is, and I just showed you this one. Actually, I showed you 2 trade setups. I showed you GU after the three previous day high breaks, how the trend reversal was in play. And then all the rest of these trades were day 2 trades, right? Day 2 trades. So that was easily done by just looking at the dashboard. Uh-oh, let me move. Just taking a look at the dashboard, guys, and just easily coming in here and finding the trade that I want to take and seeing if it works out. Because if it's not in my session and it already played out, then I'm going to look at another one and another one and another one, right? And it's not going to take me forever to do it. That's the one thing I like about it too. It's just very easy, and you know what to do on just that one setup. We didn't even. And I love the GU setup. That's like another one of my favorite setups, guys. This 3-day of breaking the highs or breaking the lows to know when you're going to get into a reversal. Oh my God. Okay. Anywho, so what do you got to do to get the indicator, guys? Go to the website. Okay. Click on start your 7-day free trial. Try it for 7 days. If you don't want to try it for 7 days, or you just want to go ahead and buy it, come up to right when you click on here, guys. This is just the 7-day section. Go to shop. Shop is going to bring you to where the The indicator, you can get the indicator only if you don't want the trade manager. They're all the same price. It doesn't matter. And then you can just buy it here, and then you can save 30%. Okay. I mean, just those one trades, you could have just got it for the whole year, guys. Just get it for the whole year, right? And just, that's the best way. What is the code? Right? You can choose the whole year. You can choose month to month. You can choose 3 months. You can choose 6 months. I mean, whatever fits you and your budget. And again, one of those day 2 trade setups is going to pay for this thing. Okay. And that just saves you grief in terms of having to spend a lot of time at the charts. Because that's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to be spending a whole lot of time at the charts trying to figure out, am I going in the right direction, right? When this tool is going to help you do that quickly. Okay. All right, guys, that's all the time I have for today. Again, be sure to like this video, comment wherever you're watching it from, whether you're on YouTube or in the locals community watching it. Drop a comment in there, especially on YouTube. It helps the algorithm. You guys know that, all right? So help a sister out, especially on YouTube. Like it, comment, right? Check out the indicator. Again, it's free for you to try for 7 days. And see what you think about it and let me know. That's another thing. Let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback. All right. So with that, guys, have a great day and we will see you in another video. Ciao for now.